sit and watch these old men stealing products. Come and join us and we see how we can solve the problem of unemployment. As we look forward to fund us, we need to really solve this problem in our country. Thank you.
My name, I'm the director at Filter Africa, and I also coordinate Mbarara Innovation City Project, an initiative that is transforming Mbarara to be a model innovation and entrepreneurial center. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. We shall shortly commence some brief speeches by the executive team of the CEO. As they come up, talk to us, that's made one of the issues about today's session, what we call SMEs, and then people like Navarone who are ready to IPO. So the entire spectrum, the time we take from starting to selling shares to the public is represented in this gathering. So I think it's an excellent look at the economy represented in the sessions. We are looking forward to learning from everybody in the course of the day. Our head of strategy and chief economist is coming up. She will give us some information about the forum.
Hello everyone. Protocol observed. We have a lot of representation that has joined us today. We would like to thank governments and agencies that are here with us. I think I can name over 10. I won't go through the list. We do have the private sector. We do have the small businesses represented, and we have the industries represented. We have development partners joining us here from the EU and other corporations. Thanks everyone for joining today. I am Dr. Veronica Wabukao. They call me the technocrat, Presidential CEO Forum. We do have a very huge topic of discussion today, and that's industrialization. But before I go there, allow me to tell you about who we are and what we stand for as we wait for the Honorable Minister who is coming. The President, please give us a small. It's a huge milestone for us. It's 5 years since we are established. Our patron is His Excellency, the President of Uganda. And the President's vision was really simple. We are there to partner between the private sector, government, and His Excellency. We do have the wonderful ministries and agencies that are doing a great job, but in case there's a gap that needs to be filled, we come in. When we have engagements such as this, and you give us your issues and resolutions and your recommendations, we track them, and the priority ones are actually presented in front of His Excellency. So we do get that feedback, a mechanism that is coming from the top down to enforce an enabling environment for the private sector. In the last 5 years, we've had over 229 resolutions. I can tell you, I can even guess it's a high prediction that the most prevalent comment that is going to come is going to be access to finance. We know that, it has been said so many times. And we've brought in ministries, we've brought in agencies to come and tell us what government has to help us.
Okay, we're going to stand up for the national anthem as we welcome our chief guest, our minister. We'd like to take this opportunity to welcome the Honorable Minister, and we shall invite our CEO for CEO Forum and Board Director to come and officially welcome them.
Good morning once again. Good morning once again. That's better. Honorable Minister of Science and Technology and Industry and Innovation, thank you so much for joining us this morning and gracing this 7th biannual Private Sector CEO Forum. As a new kid on the block, you've come in at a time when the country is ready to take off. The captains of industry present, Chairman, Presidential CEO Forum, distinguished government officials here with us, the Fourth Estate, ladies and gentlemen. It is our great pleasure and immense humility that we welcome you to this 7th biannual CEO Forum that is held at this beautiful, magnificent space in the midst as teasing me. I know that the women will love having such fresh air, and I said yes, Honorable Minister. So as we gather here this morning, we also want to take recognition that Presidential CEO Forum was able to set a pace that is admirable by most of the MDAs. We're glad that we have the vision bearer, who is the President of Uganda, His Excellency President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, who on the 21st of August 2021 inaugurated this platform to champion the network and integration and interaction of the private sector with government so as they can come up with solutions that govern and shape this nation. Honorable Minister, as you get to know more from the different discussions and the different presentations, today we also want to let you know that we celebrated 5 years last week on the 21st of August 2026. We need to clap for that kind of impact. So, and also be in position to innovate and have an interconnected value chains. And so, Honorable Minister, you're in the right place. We're talking about innovation, we're talking about processing, we're talking about how we can create new ideas. So industrialization is that subject that touches every single person, from the small and medium enterprises to medium to large, and also the international corporations. So we have a composition of quite a number of sectors in this hall, being hosted by WEC. The person in charge earlier was able to speak to us the importance of WEC and how they're driving the collaboration with other ministries. So honorable ministers and chairman and members of the PCF board, the captains of industry, I want to take us to Uganda's economy that has been able to transform significantly and why it is important that we amplify this. We know that by independence, people in money economy was only 9%. By 2013, it was only 32%. To date, we boast of 67 to 70%. And this is because of the vision that is driven by His Excellency the President, putting in several initiatives, the PDM, the MYOGA, but also the STI sector or ministry is supposed to propel this agenda. So the transformation is driven by several factors. And as such, we want to appreciate the MDAs who have joined us this morning. We have UNBS, we have we're looking forward to celebrating this growth going forward, and we know that the next 5 years are going to be Chisanja no sleep. Honorable Minister, we already have evidence that Uganda can be industrialized in so many ways. I personally have been able to witness you visit several institutions. Recently, you are Kira Motors, a plant that Uganda is very proud of, but a plant that has been amplified and promoted by His Excellency the President. So again, we appreciate that you're here this morning, but indigenous, we have Quality Chemicals Limited, we boast of Farm Dairy, we boast of Movit, we boast of Ntake Industries, we boast of Luca Industries, we boast of Bella Wines. We have so many indigenous who have come on board to be industrious. Right next to you is the MD of the East African Roofings. That is Mr. Deo Kayimba, who is in the steel sector, that again, you are proud of to see how it can be propelled. And so we want to appreciate the people who have joined us, but we also have very good testimonies that you'll be listening to. This house who is in steel, and that is Mesha Steel. Thank you, Madam Lydia, for leading as an example. Honorable Minister, if I mention these industries, you will not probably stay longer. But I also want to recognize our own who is a designate of our consulate to Zimbabwe in the room, and the proprietor of Sams Industries. Thank you so much, sir, for walking the journey, and we're looking forward to listening to your testimony. So I want to take this opportunity once again to appreciate you all for making time to come and engage us and be part of this deep dive. But most importantly, I want to thank the President of His Excellency Uganda as the patron of the Presidential Sphere Forum, being able to pass on this mandate as the vision bearer, but allowing us to be able to be the executor. So we want to thank the board for their leadership. We want to recognize people like Dr. Ruth, who in her own many ways, she supports the small, medium enterprises to go to medium. And I believe this conversation will take so much of her interest to know what to do next. We also want to recognize the Presidential CEO Forum team in a special way for having been able to take so many nights off and organize this beautiful event. For us, the motto is to shape the nation, and to you, it is to walk the journey together, and we see how we can move forward in a very constructive but very amplifying and dignifying way of complementing government to achieve the 10-fold growth economy through the 4 pillars, which is agro-industrialization, and tourism enhancement, mineral development, as well as science and innovation. I thank you, Honorable Minister, and ladies and gentlemen, you're welcome.
Thank you very much, Irene. I'll see you. I would like to acknowledge the arrival of our second minister and guest. The introduction will come from our board director. So at this point, I want to invite the director of the board of CFRA to come and talk to us before we continue with the program.